Hey guys, it's Marcus here from ProfitBlogs.net. And today what I'm doing is kind of like a little training for a new team member we brought on to help us build blogs. And what I decided to do is record this little video to train her, but also to show you how we set up blogs the right way to get the results that we want. Now, this is a basic overview, so if you've never set up a blog before, if you've never structured your blog or gotten content or a theme or installed plugins or anything like that, this video is for you, and it's going to make it very, very easy. Now, I'm going to assume at this point that you've already selected a niche market. If you haven't yet selected a niche market, I urge you to go over to simplesitesbigprofits.com and watch the videos there about how to find a niche and everything like that. But right now, we're going to assume that you found a niche and purchased a domain name. Now, you could purchase any domain name, but what we try to do is base it on our keywords. So you can see here in this example, we have editYouTubeVideos.com. Now, edit YouTube videos is the keyword that we're using. So if we use the Google AdWords keyword tool, you could see that if we take edit YouTube videos, that it does in fact get quite a few searches. And we'll wait for it to load here. Should only take a second. There we go. All right, and then when it loads, we're going to have our keywords in here. Now you're going to notice video editor and all this other stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to isolate the keyword edit YouTube videos by going to the keyword options and turning on only show ideas related to my search terms. And this is important because this is how you're going to build your blog. So you're going to use these keywords to build your blog, to make your content and everything like that. So, and I'll try to stop saying so many times. And what we have here is edit videos online, edit YouTube videos, edit videos for YouTube, different things like this. Now, keep this open. Great, wonderful, good. Now, before I do anything, what I like to do first is follow these little steps, and you'll notice that before these big steps, I actually have, once your domain and your niche is selected, order your content at Higher Writers. Now, the reason I like to order my content first is because it takes a little while for them to do the content, usually about 12 to 24 hours, sometimes a little bit longer. That means that while I'm working on all this other stuff, they're going to be working on the content, and when I'm done, hopefully they're done, and I can just add the content, and we'll be off to the races with our new blog. So, what we're going to do first and foremost is we're going to take some of these keywords and we're going to order content. Usually I like to start with 4 pieces of content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Higher Writers and I'm going to click on Order Content, Order Articles. Now, when I order articles, you're going to notice you have a product description. I'm going to call this Edit YouTube Videos. Okay, article category, we can do like internet or computers and electronics or whatever. Not that big of a deal here, doesn't really make that much difference. All right, then we're going to go ahead and choose the article length. Now the article length is going to determine the price of the article. All right, so if you want like a big long article, like 3,000 words, you can do that. If you want a short one, you can do that. What I do is I usually do 700 to 1,000 words, and I usually get skilled writers, right? That opens up to a lot more people. And you can see each article here is going to be $10.90. Now, if you want to do them a little bit less, we could do 500 to 700 words. Sometimes I do that as well. That's what we're going to use on our bulk blog. Make it easy. That way they're not scrounging for content. Okay, very simple. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to create 4 pieces of content. So I'm going to go ahead and do add new article, add new article, add new article. Now, what I want to do is I want to take a look at these keywords and I want to see how I can get content that's not only going to please the visitor, right? Remember, the intent of the visitor is everything. Why are they on your website? All right, these guys are on our website because they want to edit YouTube videos. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to get content that helps them. Okay, so what I would do first and foremost is I'd do something like YouTube video editing software. Okay, that would show different software and things like that. We can also do something like, let's do edit videos for YouTube. Can you edit YouTube videos? Okay, instead of can you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do how to edit YouTube videos. Okay, so we'll do how to edit YouTube videos. Then we'll go ahead and choose something like, let's see here, how do I edit? What to edit with, how to edit videos on YouTube, cut and edit YouTube videos. Okay. Okay, download and edit software to edit videos for YouTube. This one, let's see what we got here. YouTube video editing software. We could do software to edit videos for YouTube. Okay, let's take a look at another one. How to edit videos in YouTube. So they're going to look at like how to do it in YouTube, which is good. Right, like this. And let's get one more. The last one we will use is what to use. We could do maybe apps or something like that. Let's see, apps to edit YouTube videos. Okay, cool. So now we have some content. We have software to edit videos for YouTube, how to edit YouTube videos, how to edit videos in YouTube, and apps to edit YouTube videos. Now, this is very important because if I just submit it like this with no special instructions, they're just going to be like, okay, here are different softwares to edit YouTube videos. The different softwares are great softwares to use. You can use softwares to edit YouTube videos, and it's just going to be junk. So what I want to do is I want to follow along and give them something to go off. I want to give them some kind of instructions. And the way that I do that is with a custom little pre-made written thing that I have, okay? And this will kind of get them an overview of how to do this. So we're going to say, please write in a report type manner, information tips. We'll do include information tips and tools to help the user get the information on the above keyword. Include various options, resources, etc. Please add examples and include links where applicable. Okay, that's going to make them do like a good job. Okay, that's going to make them write in a way that's not just about it, right? We can even say something like, make sure that the content solves the problem addressed in the keyword. Example, show them various steps to editing YouTube videos and software or online tools they can use. Okay, simple. So you just kind of tell them, hey, this is what I want. This is how I want you to do it. Otherwise, you're not going to get that great of content. So this is crucial. And, you know, good thing there's a spell checker. All right, now we can see this. It's 35 bucks for content. We hit submit job. And what's going to happen is that's going to go into the queue, and now people are going to bid on it, and they're going to write. And when they're done, I just go to download content, pick the various one I had, like this was for cloud storage alternative. I click on it, and then I can actually download the content. Okay, and then I download it, put it on my blog, and we're wonderful. All right, so that's going to take approximately, I think, 24 hours. Let's see what we had. I believe we had it on a 24-hour thing. I think that's the default. Okay, so in 24 hours, we're going to have content. Sometimes sooner, sometimes a little later, most of the time on time. All right, so now we ordered content. Okay, so now we're up here. We're like, okay, we got our niche, we got our domain, wonderful, we ordered content. Now it's time to go and set up the domain on our Bluehost. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our Bluehost. If you don't have a Bluehost hosting account, I urge you to watch the hub setup videos. Those videos can be found at samedayblogs.com, and it'll show you how to do all that. Okay, so cool. So we got our domain, we got our Bluehost account. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and log into our Bluehost account and get to the main cPanel, which is right here. Once we're in the main cPanel, we have to tell Bluehost, hey, you know what? I got a new domain name. All right, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to scroll down till we see domains. You're going to see this little domain manager here, and we're going to click on that. Okay? Once we click on that, we're going to have a list of all the domains that we own over here in this box, and we're going to have some options up here in this box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the third option, and that is assign a domain to your cPanel account. And this is assuming we already purchased our domain and everything like that. Very simple. Okay, so we're going to go here, assign domain to new cPanel account. And as you can see, I'm following these little steps here, which is the basic rundown of how we start our blogs. First of all, once we get a new blog client or once you find a new niche, you're going to select your domain name. That's the part that we already did with editYouTubeVideos.com. And then once it's set, we're going to go ahead and add the domain. Okay, so right now we're on add domain name. Okay, we're going to go in here, use a domain that's not already associated with your account. We're going to put in editYouTubeVideos.com. It's going to do a little check, make sure that all your name servers and everything are ready to go, right? It says ownership verified, everything like that. We're going to choose add on domain. We're going to leave all this stuff as it is, and we're going to click on assign domain. What that's going to do is it's going to assign the domain name to your account so that Bluehost is like, oh, hey, we're hosting this domain. We better put all the files and cool stuff on it, okay? Very simple, very easy. Then, of course, after you hit the assign domain button, you'll see it pop up in your list of domains. That means that this domain is now ready to go. Next, all we have to do is go back to our main hosting cPanel right here and go down to one-click install. Okay, this is where we go to install blogs, and a blog is just a fancy content management system. So we're going to go ahead and click on one-click install right here. Then we're going to go ahead and click on WordPress right here because that's the blog we're installing. There's all kinds of cool stuff you could put on your site, but we usually use WordPress. All right, we're going to go ahead and click the big green install here, and you can see where we're at here. We added the domain name. Now we're installing WordPress, right? Step 2, very simple. And again, you can print out these steps at samedaybloggs.com. Now, the way that you install WordPress is you choose the domain from your list. We're going to choose www.editYouTubeVideos.com. Now, we're always going to leave the directory blank unless you're doing something special. 9 times out of 10, just leave it blank and it'll be on your main domain name, editYouTubeVideos.com. We're going to click on check domain. It's going to make sure that all the name servers and everything are set up and you can install WordPress. And we wait and wait and wait. And now we're ready to go. Now what we have is the last step. You're almost there. We're going to go ahead and show the advanced options. And we're going to choose this as well. That's like the, hey, I agree to do whatever, right? So if you want to read it, you can read it. All right, now, first and foremost, the site name or title needs to reflect the keywords that we're after. In this example, our main keyword is edit YouTube videos. So we're going to go ahead and put that as our title. Okay, so we'll just put edit YouTube videos. Very simple. Okay, 9 times out of 10, whatever the domain is, you just separate the domain that you got, and those are your keywords. Now, you're going to go ahead and put in your email address or your admin username. Sometimes you can change this to admin if you want to make it easier. And then you can use your password. Okay, once we're done with this, we can copy and paste our username and password to a special file. Okay, so I would go here, and I would copy this to a file, right, like this. Copy admin to a file, and you always want to save this because losing your passwords is not fun. Believe me, I do it probably 500 times a day. All right, so we have admin, we have our password, we have everything ready to go. We're going to go ahead and click on install now. Very simple. Watch how easy this is. In just a few seconds, we are going to have a handy dandy blog on our site, so we can edit things and do all kinds of stuff. Now, it's going to go ahead and install right like this, and it's going to ask you all kinds of stuff. We can just click this out, and it's installing, and we wait for it to install. It's got to go find the little things and put them on your site, and all those little guys are working for you. And we're good. Now, again, you can view your credentials, which are your logins and everything like that. Okay, right here. And we click view. And you can actually just copy and paste all this to your file as well. Okay, so we can put this right here. Or if you're keeping it in an Excel or something like that, this is where you would go. Now, cool thing, what it does is it actually tells us where to go to the admin URL. This is where you go to log into your blog. And as you can see, once we're done installing our blog, the regular Bluehost thing goes away, and it says, hey, check it out, there's some guy installing a blog. And, you know, we wait for that. So there we go, website coming soon. Now, you can click the admin login here, and you can always go to your site, which is, let's see here, it would be yoursite.com/wp-admin. All right, /wp-admin. You can log into wherever your WordPress is, no matter what domain or whatever, as long as it's a site that you own. Okay, and the login looks like this. Welcome to WordPress, great, wonderful. This is what it looks like. Okay, so all we have to do is take our logins. This is why I use admin, that way it's kind of cool. You can use your email as well if you want. All right, and we'll go ahead and click on login. Now, this is the first time logging into our brand new WordPress install. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toggle back and forth so that you can see kind of what I'm doing here. Okay, so we'll pull up the site here, and we got our control panel here. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and click on I don't need help, right, like that. Just close that thing out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this. Your site is currently displaying a coming soon page. Once you're ready to launch your site, click here. Now, the coming soon page, right, you might not see it because you're actually logged in. But if I was to open up the blog in another web browser, you're going to see that it shows the website coming soon. So what I want to do first and foremost is I want to turn this off. Your site is displaying. We're going to click here. Okay? And what that's going to do is for everyone who views the blog, they're going to be able to view the blog, right? That's kind of the whole point of the site, so kind of important. And you can see that we have edit YouTube videos up here and everything as well. Now, this is your basic blog. There's nothing fancy with it. It's just standard. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do some steps here based on these things to make it better. Okay, so first and foremost, what we're going to do is we're going to install plugins. There's 4 major plugins that I use that I keep in this little folder called plugins down here on my desktop, and you can see the 4 plugins there. Okay, now for you, you might have them on your desktop or wherever, but what you're going to do is you're going to go to plugins, and you're going to go to add new. Okay, so we're going to go here, plugins, add new, and we're just going to install them one by one. Very easy. We're going to do that by clicking on upload plugin. Then we select choose file. Go ahead and navigate to wherever your plugins are. I choose to put them on desktop plugins. That's the way it's a lot easier. We're going to just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to start with awesome URL shortener. And these are custom plugins that I actually have for my students. So if you're a member of Blog Profit Network or Simple Sites Big Profits, you get all these. Or if you order a blog at profitblogs.net, we'll install them for you. So you can see that one's already installed. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Add new, upload, choose the next one, Smart Affiliate Ads, install now. And then this one should install. Takes a couple of seconds. Activate. But don't overcomplicate this. The whole setup from everything you've learned in this video should take no more than 20-25 minutes. All right, next we're going to go ahead and do add new. We'll get our third one here. Upload. Squeeze blogs, and these are the various things you're going to need to build a mailing list, track your stats, make money with your blog. I spent over $100,000 making these plugins for you guys, so you can get them at simplesitesbonus.com. We give them as part of the Simple Sites course. So you can get that, very worthwhile. I mean, you can buy that just for the plugins alone, and then all the training is kind of a bonus. Right, so cool stuff, and we also give you support and everything like that. All right, so we'll go ahead and add new. We're going to get the last one, and there's actually over 17 different plugins we use. These are just the main 4. And we wait for this to load. Upload, choose our last one, which is our Traffic Analyzer plugin. Install now. And should be up in just a second. And you'll see them, all the plugins that we have pop up here. This is how you control the plugins. Okay, and then Traffic Analyzer, right? Very creative name. All right, so we have Affiliate Marketing Dude Tracker. This one controls your affiliate links. We have Smart Affiliate Ads Pro, which allows you to put affiliate ads on your site, track the ads, get better click-through, everything like that. We have Squeeze Blogs Pro, which allows you to build a mailing list. And we have Traffic Analyzer, which allows you to analyze your traffic and see where people are on your blog. Really cool. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to go for the structure of our blog. Now, the structure of a normal blog is going to be your main posts, like Hello World is a post, recent posts, search box, and everything like this, which we don't like. Okay, so what we're going to do instead is we're going to go over to our WordPress admin dashboard, and we're going to go over to Settings, General. Okay, under Settings, General, first and foremost, we want to change this just another WordPress site to our second best keyword. Okay, so we're going to go back to our keyword planner, and we're going to say edit YouTube videos online free. Okay, let's see what else we have. I'm going to choose apps to edit videos for YouTube. Okay, the reason I'm choosing apps is because it matches the affiliate offer that I'm going to run. Okay, so we're going to put that there. That's like your secondary keyword or your slogan, right? If you're a business, you'd be like, hey, I'm PCmoneymaking.com. We teach you how to make money online, right? That would be your slogan. Okay, we're going to go ahead and scroll down and hit Save Changes. Next, we're going to go to Writing. Okay, and under Writing, we're not going to do anything. Next, we're going to go to Reading. Under Reading, we are going to go, very important, under Reading Settings, we want front page displays. Instead of your latest posts like this, we want to have a static page. And we're going to choose our front page, and for now, since it's just a new blog, we're going to choose sample page. We can edit that later. Okay, we're going to hit Save. Yep, let's see. We want them to be visible. So we're going to do yes, search engine visibility. Okay, so make sure that's not checked. Now we're going to go ahead and hit Save Changes, right like that. And we wait and wait and wait. Now we're going to go to discussion. Let's take a look at discussion. This is where you could say, yes, I want to have comments, or no, I don't want to have comments. We could go in and say, no, not everyone can do it. Comment author must have previously, must be manually approved, whatever you want. Okay, very simple. And then you could, like, if you want to have little monsters instead of, like, just this little mystery person, you can hit monsters and it'll make little monsters every time they do a comment. Not a big deal, not that important, just up to you. Next, we're going to go to permalinks. Permalinks is the link structure of your site. Right now, you can see it is day and name. So it's edityoutubevideos.com/2016/9/8/sample post, which is really big, really long, and really annoying. So what we're going to do is we're going to change it to post name. All right, simple, easy. So if my post name is software, it'll be edityoutubevideos.com/software. Cool. So that's the main structure that we have right there. And once we do that, we are ready to rock and roll. And you can see the changes that are made. Okay, so first and foremost, the change is our home page is the sample page. Good, wonderful. All right, we can also see that the posts and everything like this one is now set up, and it is titled Hello World because that is the post title. Pretty cool. Very simple. Okay, this is the basic blog setup. Do this on all your blogs. Just follow it exactly, and then you'll be in business very, very fast. Okay, so now we got that set up. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Pages. Okay, and we're going to go to All Pages. And under All Pages, what we want to do is we want to create pages based on the content we got ordered. Okay, so we're going to, and you can see people are already bidding on the jobs. They're already starting and working. So we're going to have content in like 20 hours or something. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to create 4 pages based on this stuff. So we're going to do apps to edit YouTube videos. We're going to go to Pages, and we're going to take our sample page, and we're going to go like this. Right, like this. Apps to edit YouTube videos. Now, some of these are going to be really long, and we're going to delete the content. Some of these are going to be really long, so you want to make sure that it looks nice, right? You don't want like huge, huge headlines, which we can edit as we go. So we'll do edit videos in YouTube. We can take off the how-to. Okay, make it a little bit shorter. Add new page. We wait for it to load. Sometimes it likes to be really slow. I know our internet died halfway through this video, which was not fun, but sometimes that stuff happens. All right, edit videos in YouTube, publish. Okay, and you can see what this is doing is it's actually adding the pages to your blog. Okay, so really cool. All right, next, add new. Get our next one, how to edit YouTube videos. We'll do software. Okay, add new, software to edit YouTube videos. And add new, our last one, how to edit videos in YouTube. Okay, this is going to give us a lot of different keywords. It'll give us things that our visitors are going to click on and everything like that. Okay, so now what we did is we set up our plugins. We got the structure of our blog so that our home page is our home page rather than just posts. And we went ahead and added 4 pages based on the content that we ordered based on our keywords. Okay, very easy. Just follow along and you'll see how easy it is. And let's see where we are in our steps after this one publishes. All right, and we're published. Now, you can always go and check out your pages by clicking on all pages, right, like this, right there, and it'll actually show you all the pages that you have. You can edit them. It's very simple. It's very similar to Microsoft Word, right? So, like, if I wanted to post something in here, I could just go ahead and, you know, like, let's say I wanted to post all this stuff in here, right? I could go ahead and copy it, paste it, and boom, now it's on the page, right? So it's very easy to do. Once you get your content, you're going to paste it in here. You can add images. You can make it fancy. And you can see it's very easy, right? Super simple. Okay, that's why we use WordPress, because it's just easy and simple and very cool. Okay, cool. So now that we're on this, we went ahead, we did our domain, installed WordPress, put our plugins, we did our pages and post structure. Now what we want to do is set up the, what do you call it, the widgets. Okay, now your widgets over here are the things in the sidebar. So the search box is a widget, the recent post is a widget, all this stuff is widgets. Very easy. You're going to go to Appearance, Widgets. Okay, and we're going to go here like this. Don't worry about that. That's just saving the content, which I don't really want to do because I'm just playing around on this video. All right, so we're going to go here. You can see here's the sidebar widgets. You see that this is a reflection of this, right? Search box, recent posts, recent comments, archives, bam. All you got to do is take and drag these over here. Very simple. Okay, and we're going to replace them with Squeeze Blogs Pro. Okay, boom, right like that. Hit save. You can reload it and see what it looks like, and you are done. Cool. Okay, this is very important because this is all, like, once you go through this, this has everything to do with the way that I teach marketing and the way that I teach you how to set these things up. Now, we are done with that part. Now what we want to do is make our site look good. Right now it's just like a white, weird, like this thing. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to create a theme in Artisteer. Okay, now Artisteer is a program that allows you to create a theme. And we're going to go ahead and open that now. Looks like this little Artisteer icon. So we're going to go ahead and open Artisteer. Now, in your files, in your simple sites, we actually have templates that you can edit in Artisteer, and we actually have templates and themes that you can just add on without editing. So it's up to you, but what we're going to do is we're going to open Artisteer here, and it likes to open really, really big. So we're going to shrink it down a little bit, okay, right, like this. Now, what this does is it makes like a theme or a view, or like it's the design of your site, okay? So if you want your site to look a certain way, you use Artisteer. Now, the way that I build these is very, very important, because what we want to do is we want to make it very easy for people to see the content, consume the content, and click on the stuff that makes us money. So we don't want to have all these distracting bells and whistles. We just want it simple, which is why 9 times out of 10 what I do is I use this blank white one, Okay, you can add a background if you want. You just go to like background here, and if I wanted these leaves, boom, I put the leaves, and now we have a background. But make sure if you do a background, you have your sheet to be white. Okay, see the difference? Much better looking. So I don't care what your background is, make sure your sheet, your header, and everything is white. Make sure that your links are blue, and everything like that. And if you're editing using the sample Artisteer project we have for you, it's going to be a lot easier. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to create a little logo up here. And by default, you are going to have a, where'd it go? By default, I think it's under header. Yeah, under header, you are going to have controls. You're going to have a headline and a slogan. And you're going to remember the headline and slogan because that's what we entered in our WordPress, right? This was our title that matched our keywords and our domain name. And this was the thing that said our secondary keyword. Now, you can go through and you can make these whatever text you want. You can make them whatever color you want. If you want it to stand out in red, if you want to have, you know, like shadows and things like that, you can make it as fancy as you want. However, this is like your headline, so I try not to be too fancy with it. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to do regular text. I'm going to make it bold, right, like this. And then I'm going to do the bottom one, same kind of deal. You could do a different color or something less red. And we're going to do that bold as well. And maybe you can go a little bit bigger or whatever. But you want it very simple, very easy. Okay, cool. Now, what you can also do if you want to spice this up, what I like to do is I go over to clipart.com. And I get something related to the site. So I'm going to log into my clipart account. If you don't have a clipart account, you can find free clipart everywhere, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and find something like video, okay? And since it's edit YouTube videos, we can do something like this little video camera here, okay? And all I have to do is go to like this file, save image as. I'm going to go ahead and save this in my pictures. I'll call it a video, right, like this. Then all I have to do is go in my Artisteer and go into header, image, from file, go to a video, wherever it is here, let's see. A video. Probably should have named it something easier, but anyway, there we go. There's our video here, and what it'll do is it'll put our little camera up here, and then, you know, I can go in and I can make it, I can now edit my text to match it, right? If I do color, you know, kind of match it like this gray or something like that, or I can use black, and that way, you know, it's a little bit better looking. And we can make this like over here, and like that. And now it's looking a little bit better. And you can go ahead and, now by having it say enter site title and slogan, this will automatically get your title and slogan from your blog. So just leave it say that. You don't want to edit the words. Okay, next you can pick a background that looks a little bit better, or you can do you know, a different type of background if you want to do something like this or whatnot. Okay, cool. So now, very, very easy. Play around with it. Make it look nice, but don't spend too much time on it. You know, I want to spend maybe 15 minutes at the most making the site design. And if you use our basic template, it's super easy, and you can, you know, learn more about this with Simple Sites, Big Profits, and all the templates. So we're going to go ahead, and when we're done and we have it the way we like, we're going to go ahead and click Export WordPress Theme. Okay, it's going to export the WordPress theme. We just call it Edit Videos. Okay, make sure you do a zip archive right like this and hit export. Now, if you want to be fancy and change your stuff later, you can also save a Artisteer copy. So we could do save as, and we could save it as an Artisteer project. That way we can go in and edit it later. Okay, super simple. All right, so now we've created a theme. I know a lot of people make it really difficult and charge a lot of money for this stuff, but it's actually very simple to do. Now, what we're going to do is we go back to our WordPress and we go to themes, right, like this. On themes, we're going to go add new, upload theme, like this, choose file. We're going to go to documents, artist steer templates, and we choose edit videos. Very simple. Install, and then you're going to notice that once we activate it, our blog changes from this look to, ta-da, our fancy new look. Very simple. Okay, very easy. That's all you do. And this is the kind of stuff that sells. Something that's simple, something that's easy, something that you can use to get people to your site and click on the things that make you money, which is the whole goal, right? Very, very cool. Now, one of the other things you can do in Artist Steer, which is also in your templates, right? In your templates, I have this. We actually have your menu, right? Your menu is the, like, where your links are. So we're going to go ahead and put the menu in here, right, like this. And let's see if we can make this a little bit better here. Let's see. All right, well, that should be fine. All right, and then we'll just re-export it. We'll call it Edit Videos 1, and then I'll just re-put it on here, okay? And we'll do themes. Where's our Add New button? Themes here. Upload. And upload. And we'll just choose number 2, Edit Videos 2 right here. Okay, install now. And let's see if that works for us. And then all that's going to do is it's going to put the links there, which is what we want, right? We want the links to be there. And it'll look like this here. And that's why you want to shrink your links down, right? You don't want to make them huge. And you can do that by either editing it in Artist Steer or changing your titles of your pages, right? If I went in and changed the title of the pages, we can make that a little bit smaller. And what I did was I was able to make them smaller using the Artist Steer program. I just made these a little bit smaller and made the heading a little bit bigger. And you can play around with this program. It's pretty easy to get used to. All your stuff's up here, colors and font, layout, content, background, sheet, you know, all that stuff. Like if I wanted to put the sidebar over on the other side, I would just go to sheet and then, actually I think it's under layout. You go to layout and then you choose, okay, well, where do I want my column? Well, I could put it over here. And it just makes it a little bit different. So very easy to do. You know, we have some other videos on how to use Artist Steer, but this is the basics of it. Super simple. So use it, right? And you can see here, now we're ready to go. We got our pages, we got everything set up. And now all we would have to do is go to our hire writers when it's done, view the content. We can copy the content and we can add it in our blog. So if we wanted to do that, we could just go into our page here, apps to edit YouTube videos, and we would line up the content with whatever the page, let's see, I think I copied everything. You can line up the content with whatever it is, and it's easier if you go ahead and click on download, and then you can do that. You can open it up and actually view it, copy it, and put it on your site, which is pretty cool. Right, if you use this one here, let's see, we'll use this here, right, you can actually go in and copy this, right, like this. Okay, that's the article they wrote. We go into our blog and we paste it right here. Now, once you paste it, you could go through, you can add your affiliate links in here, you can add images in here, spice it up, make it kind of cool. And my assistant usually adds a couple of images on each of them just to make it look pretty good, right? And then, you know, you got your blog set up, so it's very easy to do. And let's see what it looks like here. Right, like that. And there's what it looks like. Now, one of the other things is building an opt-in list and having different things in the sidebar. You'll notice here that it's just like a long page. When you go into your Smart or your Squeeze Blogs Pro plugin, you can actually edit and add like opt-in boxes and things like that. What you'll notice here, it's very easy to use. You just go to Squeezeblogs Pro here, and you can create an opt-in widget, you can create an affiliate link, a thank you page link, all kinds of stuff. So if I wanted to make people opt in, I can do, okay, I want to show this on all my pages, and then I can go through and say, enter your name and email for free YouTube software. Okay, put like that. I can make it bold. I can, drop this thing down, make it red, make it fancy. Okay, then all I have to do is put in my Aweber list name. My assistant leaves this blank for you, so we'll just put sample. You can put your own in there. Your thank you page, you can create your own by just going to post and then add new. I'm going to open it in a new tab so it's easier. All right, we're going to add a new post. I'm going to call it thank you. Hit publish. And then all I have to do is copy this link here. That's my thank you page. I can edit it later. Right, we're going to put that in here. And then we put bullet points, free video editor, cool backgrounds, and filters, plus learn YouTube money secrets or whatever. Right? Really cool. All right, then we go ahead, we use the basic privacy policy. We could change the color from green, gold, or whatever. And then when we're done, we just hit update opt-in, and you'll see that on our blog now we have a opt-in. If it goes a little faster, that would probably be nice, but it doesn't want to. It's like slow internet day, which happens sometimes. Just always seems to happen when I'm making a video. And now you can see we have a cool little opt-in box. Now you can go through, you can edit this however you want. I usually toggle back and forth, as you can see. And you can make your text bigger if you want to do like heading 2. You can change it to like a white theme if you want it to blend into the background. And it makes it super easy to do. Looks like our internet's going fast now, hopefully. Right? And then you can kind of change it and mix it up a bit. Make it look the way you would want to make it look so that people actually read your stuff, consume your content. In this example, I would go through and I'd make these different headlines bold. Okay? And I would also add different links and stuff like that where it made sense to do so. And there you go, right? Super easy. It's got the little opt-in. You could put some arrows in there if you want to have little arrows pointing down and things like that. And we go over this in the Simple Sites course as well. We just want to get the basic structure for you. So once you're done, you can go ahead and add some images. You can make the different things bold, make it good looking. And I'll show you an example of a finished product in just a second. And that, of course, is our step 8, which is fancy it up a bit. And of course, on step 7, once your content's done, you would add it on each page so that you have 4 pages of content or however many you ordered. Now, for our profit blogs, we start you off with 4, so my assistant will have 4 of them on there for you, and images and things like that. Very cool. Now, to show you an example of one that's actually done, we could hop over to instantwebhosting.org. Now you'll notice that this one has its own little logo up here. You could use a logo creator if you want. 9 times out of 10 it's going to convert better with just clip art and a headline because it's kind of distracting, right? Then we have our pages set up with content. And what I did throughout the pages is I put AdSense, I put different affiliate banners, I put links and directions to show them. So like on the YouTube video one, after my assistant creates it for you, you could actually go to the affiliate offer and show the download button, show the software, whatever, right? Make it super easy for them like this, because this is what converts. And this blog here makes like a couple $100 a month, which is pretty cool. And it's not much more than just a little bit of content about hosting with some ads and things like that. So it's not bad at all. So it's not bad at all, really easy to use. So that's the basic idea. You just go in, you set it up. And for my assistant, what she does is she sets it up, creates the theme, puts the 4 pages on, orders the content, puts a little opt-in box, makes a thank you page. Very, very good structure like that to get you started. The main value of these is knowing the niche market and the offers to run, which is something that I give you as part of the profitblogs.net offer. So if you're interested in having us find your niche, find your affiliate offers, set up your site, and send you off to the races so you can make some money online, go over to profitblogs.net and sign up. Usually we have some available. It is limited, so you'll want to make sure if it is available, grab your spot before it gets too late, and you'll have a choice of a good niche and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out. You can go ahead and go over to simplesitesbigprofits.com, get the software, and get other cool videos and everything like that. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.